Welcome to another session where I trade the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I'm happy you tuned in and look forward to making this a profitable afternoon. All right, everyone, welcome back to another trading session. It is February 2nd, 2022. And we are live trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. If this is the first time you join the group, welcome. We'll be going over a lot of stuff today. And the market right now seems to be a little bit on the uptrend with 29 points to the upside. I will wait just a little bit to get started, and we will start rocking and rolling as we usually do in the afternoon session. This session has been a bit choppy this morning. Strategy number 3 caught the downside trade really well today. If you guys took that trade and made money, congratulations. We'll be going over the charts in just a moment. But for now, I'm leaving this on for illustration purposes.
So guys, no change.
Alrighty. Alright, guys, welcome to the group. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I'm your host. My name is Chris, and we'll be here together till 3:30 this afternoon. Here, I just need one of these. My voice is a little scratchy today, and so I am going to try to limit what I say to only important information throughout the day. Right now, guys, the AI-powered Algo took a massive short this morning, which ended up in a huge winner. Now, I am long 2 contracts to the upside on this signal right now, and I'll be going over the daily chart, the 5-minute, the other 4 algos I have here, the overnight volatility chart, and just a whole bunch of stuff in just one moment. I'm just trying to clear my voice so I actually have a voice throughout the trading session. this is the first time you joined the group, thank you. We welcome you. Don't forget to join the Discord group, which I pinned on the chat box. And make sure you play yesterday's replay as well. It's got a lot of good information in there. Well, every replay, I think, has a lot of good information in it. So for right now, we are looking at this. I've got the other two live AI algos right here. They also have they also fired signals to the upside. So I am expecting a good move to the upside today for sure. Now, Algo right now, they have all fired off to the long side right now. So we have Algo 1 here, that fired to the upside. This one fired to the upside, upside here. And these are the standard algos right here. The AI algos are these, and these fired off to the upside as well, including this one right here. This one being this one right here. The overnight as well caught the short trade actually at 3 in the morning. So I wasn't up at that time trading. It just caught the trade at 3 in the morning, and it took you out right there smack at 11:30, right before the run up in price. So I am showing upward bias on this right now, and I'd be looking to take long trades if right now I am long 2 contracts on this, but no short trades right now on any of this. The only short one I have is this one, which is an experimental chart that has been short forever since about 6:45 in the morning, and it hasn't closed yet. But these are experimental charts that I am just playing around with to see and test different session times and different approaches to capturing overnight movement that leads into the day session. So I'm not really putting a lot of reliance on these charts. They're more for kicks and grins and looking at, but then taking any signals off the charts. The real overnight volatility chart right here, smack, caught the upside really well and the end of that long short that we had in the morning. And so did this one right here. So as far as we have right now on the, I call this the COT report just simply because I've got the COT net position report on here. This chart right here is showing that the Nasdaq is on an uptrend. However, whenever this kinks to the side and starts going down, it is going to show some resistance in any upward move. Excuse me, guys. Let me get some water. All right. Any upward move right here, as we saw with this kink to the side right here, could be met by sideways trading for days right here, just the same way we saw right here. You see that? Whenever this crosses the zero line, that tends to happen. So with this being kinked right here and this being very close to the zero line, you're going to see a run up today in the Nasdaq. But if this crosses the zero line, I expect to see it go sideways, maybe for a few days. So that's what this is showing me here. Longer term, however, the bias is to the upside, but you might get some sideways trading on this in the next few days, probably next week, if this crosses the zero line. And this has been very accurate at predicting the overall movement. If you saw right here, as soon as it crossed, that was it. The very next day, we had a rally. Just as soon as it crossed right there, that rally didn't sustain itself, and we ended low that day. But it just continued, and there you go. Um, that's really all I've got right now. And we're going to watch this right now play out on the 15-minute. We still have a little bit more to go on that upside until this filter actually crosses the zero line plus 1 bar. And then at that point, I think it might be over. But for right now, yeah, I'm watching this.
Can you just stop here quickly to see the resolution? In this video? You said looks like blur in there, so I go here.
Yeah. And change it to 1080p.
Quality.
Right there. Cool.
Looks weird here.
No, it doesn't. It's just shrunk on your side. Let's check the 5 minutes, see what's going on there. Oh, wow. Consolidation throughout this whole zone right here. Came down. Boom, smacked the bottom line. Now it's going up. Yesterday we had a very large zone of consolidation. Shoot, it's moving too fast. Right here. All this yesterday since about 12:10 in the afternoon, give or take, all the way. Yeah, about 12:10 in the afternoon, all the way till about 1500, 3 p.m. Nothing but chop. Nothing but chop. I posted a copy of this on the Discord group if anybody wants to see it in more detail there. So on the P&L front, this is the trade I took right now. I'm up about $700. I took that trade right before coming in to the session. Now I'm just going to let that bad boy run. All right, I'll come back to P&L once it once it continues running, I just don't like looking at P&Ls while I'm trading. Okay. There we are, and here we go. We just had bar change right now. Let me see if there's any changes here. Excuse me. No change at all in direction. No change in the overnight as well. And I'm just going to leave it back here, right here, for you guys to see, okay? Hope you guys took profits this morning on this beautiful, beautiful drawdown in the market. I certainly did. It was a good one. And now I'm long those, 2 contracts. All right, now with that little push, I will go ahead and display P&L again because it is noteworthy sometimes to just showcase where you're at. Here's where I'm at on that trade, guys. Up $1,800, give or take. But I also took this before coming in to today's live session. Alrighty, guys.
So guys, any changes were made, all looking the same. See you again in 15 minutes. Or if I get any updated before the 15 minutes, I'll comment over.
All right.
How the Qs look like any Q?
The NQ is running back up again. Yeah, we have a long bias in the NQ. So right now, we're going to ride that sucker out all the way as much as we can. And when we get the signal to close the trade on the NQ,
you let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know right prior to that. And then, we'll start looking for an exit on those Qs.
Sure.
I've got my wife who sits across me, and she trades the options desk, and so she's long on the front month Qs, and has actually done very well on that trade. So we're looking for an exit later today on the Qs. So that's where we're at. And we're looking for an exit here once we get the signal as well on the long side. Alrighty. Alright guys, I am long 2 contracts of the NQ on this trade now. I took the signal here before the session started, and I'm in that trade now. Originally took the position as a 1 contract trade, then I said no, I'm just going to add another contract, and I bought another one. So there's the average price, and there's my position, and I'm just waiting for an exit signal on this whenever the signal comes. So that's my trade. If you guys are new to the group, welcome. We're glad to have you. Please do like and subscribe to the channel, as that's the only way you show support, and also get notified as to when I come live. I am live Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern Time to 3:30 in the afternoon. Alright guys, it is February 2nd, 2022. I am trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I've got a 2 contract position on that I've been in for I don't know, maybe a half hour almost, and actually a little longer because I took it before the session began. All trades that I am showcasing here through this portal, I am doing only to illustrate how I trade my own account and how I manage my own funds. If you choose to take a trade, you are doing so at your own discretion and at your own risk. I am not a licensed financial advisor, and I cannot advise you concerning your own account. So if you took a bad trade, hey, that's something you have to make a choice as to whether you want to undo the trade or not. So again, guys, this is only for illustration as to how I trade my own account. I've had a few guys approach me telling me that, you know, they took trades off of, you know, a tweet or something ridiculous like that, and they're big time upside down. They're going to lose everything. It's like, I can't help you with that. You know, if you follow a tweet or someone on a post in a forum and you take a trade, guys, you got to know what you're doing, especially in the Nasdaq 100. So I follow a very systematic approach in what I do. I do not trade discretionarily. Wrong channel for that. But for you guys who have seen me trade and who have seen the live feed for the last couple weeks that I have been on, you know my process. For you guys who are new, go back and replay the videos, and you guys will see exactly how it is I trade. Oh, Ensol, welcome back. Welcome back, Ensol. Curious to know if any of you guys took this long position that I'm in right now. Any of you guys in that? Oh, nice. Very good. Great. That's awesome. Let's make some money, guys. Let's have a fantastic afternoon today. Yeah, I bought it early too. I bought it about 15, no, I bought it about maybe 10, yeah, about 10, 15 minutes, give or take, before I came live today. But that was one contract. Then I added a second contract, which increased my average price in the trade. It's all good. You know, as long as you're in on the right side of the trade, you're fine. So if you're long, you're good. You're all good. We're going to ride this bad boy all the way till we get the signal on this.
All right, let's see if anything changes.
Okay, we get bar change right now. Boom, right there. Let's take a quick look and see if anything changed. All right, we got a closing signal right here. And again, guys, this is all designed a little differently. So if you're into short amplitude trades, that would be your signal right there to get out of the trade, right there. Okay.
So no changes here.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Closed.
Nothing in the overnight. Obviously nothing here as well. Just making sure. Nope, nothing there.
No signals here on the SPY.
And nothing here as well.
No signals here. GS long. We have a GS long signal here. Opened.
Let's take a peek right here. The
Qs, we are long here. Here we have the BX. We are long here, still opened. And this is the BX short, nothing there.
See what happened here. Nothing happened here.
Nothing.
This is just all
GX.
experimental right here. I've got another
GS
experimental one right here
closed.
too. And this is for the ES right here. So far, this one right here has been very accurate today. Somewhat, not as much as I'd like to. Yeah.
Nothing here on the Qs.
It's got to be improved.
Spice
This is
open
just
for the Dow.
all. This is just all experimental right here. I have to work on this over the weekend. Actually, the next few weeks.
And nothing here on Baba.
And
So that's all we
boom,
have
boom,
for now.
boom.
We'll be updating in 15 minutes again.
Okay. Cool, man. Why'd you close your long? Did it hit the threshold in the channel, your exit signal that you had, Enso? All right, we'll come back to P&L. This is just getting in the way of what I'm doing. All right, you're going to probably have an exit signal in the next 2 bars right here on this. As soon as it crosses the 0 line plus 1 bar, you'll get an exit right here. And this still has a little bit more to go as far as the upside. Okay. So you took it off a technical level. It's near the 61.8 from balance. Okay. Hey, man, it's all good. You know, you have a system right there that tells you, you know, where to get out. I'm still holding on to my longs, trusting my signal here as to when to get out, but it's good. And that's what makes trading different, guys, is that if you have a system that works for you, you could rely on, then yes, you follow your system, you take your trades when you know you got to take them, and you call it a day, right? I'm sure you made a whole bunch of money on that. Oh, absolutely. Anytime you make over 100 points in a day is good. Good, good, good. And see, signals like this caught that trade dead on right there. Boom. If you wanted to get out right there. Okay? And so that's the reason this is designed a lot differently than these other three right here. It captures a completely different amplitude swing than these other three strategies combined. Nothing there, and I'll just go ahead and keep it there. I'm curious if this smacked the top of... No, it didn't smack the top of the channel yet, but it did smack the top of this line here. This must be your 61% line right here. Because every time it smacks that, it comes back down. Interesting. I've got this set up a lot differently though. This is like the only group I know, and I'm not trying to blow my own horn or anything, guys, but this is really the only group of guys that I know that come together each day to trade the Nasdaq, where I hear of people making over 100 points on directional moves in this instrument alone right here. I don't see that anywhere else, and I've been poking around different people that actually try to do live streams on YouTube to see what they're doing, just to kind of, just to get ideas. And yeah, there's no one in there talking about making 100-point moves. This is the only group I think that's out there. Let me borrow the calculator. $14, 962, 14, 962. Wow, okay. That was huge. This move alone, I just did the math right now. This move alone right here, guys, from here all the way here, I just did the math right now. That was 287 points, okay? 287 points right there from the open all the way until about 11:30. Here you go. Consolidation. Let's take a look. We are not in consolidation yet. We're close to that zone, but not yet. Here you go, Morris.
I don't need it. Then.
Here, let me give it back to you because you need it.
Oh, really? We just went into consolidation right now. Our favorite zone right there. 1:10 in the afternoon. Wow. Always happens around this time, right? Right there. There you go. Gotta love consolidation right there.
You mean for the AM session? Yeah, the problem with that is that by the time I post the uh, if I post any signal, by the time anyone reads it and gets to the whatever they're doing, it's going to be way too late, way too late, and they're not going to have any point of reference either because they're not going to have the charts or any of this to qualify the trade I'm taking. It'll just be a signal, kind of like a blind signal. It's the same thing you would see in forums or anywhere else, like, hey, I took a long or I took a short, and then you have traders that jump in and then blow themselves up because they never see the exit signal or something, or what if I forget to post the exit signal on a trade? So that could cause all types of problems, and I've seen that with other traders approaching me about them taking signals that someone posted on a group, and they forgot to post the exit signal, and it causes all types of problems. And so for that reason, it may not work, and I don't think it would be feasible or productive to do that. I'd much rather trade live here in the afternoon session and just show the rationale as to why I'm taking the trades, where I'm taking the trades, and where I'm exiting live. This way people can kind of follow along with the charts and not just kind of be led by a signal that someone posted on a group. It's always really good to have a reference point, with what you're looking at. All right, so we're going to go back to that consolidation zone because we are in that consolidation zone. This is a good question on here, and I just, sorry guys, I just saw that. I got distracted by what I was looking at. On another chart not visible, do you monitor support resistance indications that present risk of stopping price progress to the algo's amplitude and exit targets? No, I don't. The simple answer is I don't. I have other tools that I use Um, I got a more granular view of the, for example, of the chop zone, so I know exactly when it's coming in and when it's going out. Um, I've got some other studies that are created as well that kind of give me a 32,000 foot view of where the market is headed, and things like that. But no, I don't have any other support and resistance to stop the progress of the algo, for example, like right here, when it's smacked right there. This is my version of Ensol's, or what you could refer to as a Fibonacci of sorts, right here, that 61% mark that Ensol saw. This is kind of my version of it right here. I really don't like Fibonacci's personally. I just, it's just my personal preference. I just don't like them, and I actually wrote code that I think is a lot better than Fibonacci, but I don't trade off those levels. Now, if I were trading discretionarily and I was relying on these lines for support and resistance like this, then yeah, this would have been, this would have been an exit signal I could have taken right there. I mean, supported by this as well, this crossing, that's it. You had the zero lag as well right here. Just make a crossing right there. Yeah, that would have been a clear exit signal to take. But again, I don't trade discretionarily, so the Fibonacci's and the support and resistance lines really don't mean a lot to me. I'd rather just take the signal off wherever the strategy tells me to take the signal, and that's it.
So everything looking the same, yeah.
Now again, that's just all based on personal preference and the way I like to trade. There's a lot of traders that would have said, yeah, this would have been the exit right there, and hey, that's great. Ensol's one of them. He took profits. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I'll take profits wherever the signal tells me, and I'll go from there. Win, lose, or draw, right? Yeah, but I'll take profits wherever the signal tells me. But this one right here is kind of programmed in, with those levels of resistance, support, and all that. This kind of has some logic to it underneath the hood concerning that right there. Yeah, just put this here. Nice. All right. So I hope you got some good support on that short, man, at 15,130. This fired off a signal here, guys, but this is in large part an experimental setup that I have here. It's exactly the same as this. The only difference is the session time, and I'm still experimenting with it. This is going to give us a signal in about 10 minutes time. It already crossed +1, and so that +1 right there will fire off an exit signal right there on the strategy on this one right here. If you're trading this one right here, you still don't have a signal to the downside.
I'll say something quick. So
I'll just go ahead and put it back here on the 5-minute because we are in consolidation right now. We are in that fun zone that everybody loves to be in, right? Consolidation. This little downside move right now is going to be over as soon as you have an intersect between these two, and that will be it for that.
6 minutes.
If you just tuned into the group, welcome. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live, and right now we are in the cusp of being in consolidation right now. It's just right at the line. It's kind of vacillating between wanting to be and not wanting to be, as represented by the white bars right here. That's the reason you're watching this chart. Yep, and it looks like it's trying to break down to the downside right there a little bit. And I am still holding the long position I have. Can we get bar change in 2 minutes? Can we get bar change right now in about 10 seconds? And you're going to get a bar change right here, right now. Boom, right there. There it is, guys. Right there. Anything in the overnight? Nothing in the overnight. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here yet. Just a really noisy trade. That's what we have. But boom, boom, nothing here yet. Trade's kind of fizzling out right now to the downside right here. I mean, to the upside. It just fizzled out a little bit. Any closure? Ah, we finally got closure. Finally. Wow, this trade took forever. This is one of those experimental charts that I've been working on right now. Caught the short way early in the morning, about 6:45, and just finally closed off that position right there. Finally, right there. This has just been a real mess. I haven't been able to fix it yet. The other overnight has not caught the closure to the trade, and this caught the short at 3 a.m. in the morning, and it perfectly nailed the long right here at 11:30. Boom. So again, I am still long the two contracts I have, and I'm taking my signal off of this bad boy right here. Took profits off this massive short this morning. I did very well with that. So anything I make here is going to be gravy for the PM session. And I'll just put it back on consolidation because, oh, you let me check something else. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah. And I'll leave it here because we are still in consolidation zone. All right, guys. Marcy just gave her update, so I had to mute the mic so you wouldn't get interference from the options desk since she's sitting so close. All right, this downside right here kind of fizzled. Look at that. Smack right there. All right. Talk about trading discretionarily. You could have just taken that right there, got out, and got out right there. We're still in consolidation zone, and we're at the 50% mark right now. See if we got any signals on this. Nothing there. Nothing here in the overnight. Nothing here with regards to these either. I am looking at this overnight very carefully, and I am looking at a couple of other things because the bias right now is to the long side, not to the short side. And we also had lower than average volume last night, represented by this histogram and the horizontal white line. We had very lower than average volume last night in the markets, as we did the night before. So let me just put it back here because we are still in consolidation. Yeah, yesterday we were in consolidation for a very long period of time. Here we go. Look at that. This is just yesterday's afternoon session. We were in consolidation this whole entire time, all the way to about 3 p.m. And then finally at 3:05 it broke out and just ran up. But chop, 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 chop. Look at this, guys. I put a copy of this on the Discord group for you guys to view it. But this was a very long, drawn out, boring trade. But it finally made money at the end when it broke out and just ran. So, yeah, that worked out good yesterday afternoon. But you got to watch these areas right here. It's the reason why you're looking at this chart. I know it's boring. Nobody wants to look at consolidation, but you got to know where you're standing relative to what the market's doing. Okay, we get bar change in 5 minutes. And this is looking like it wants to break out to the upside. It's above the 50% line right now. It's right at the cusp of breaking out from consolidation. That's something you cannot see right here, but I can see in the chart above me. All right, looks like we might break out on this next bar from consolidation. Three more minutes. Oh boy. All right, just broke out of consolidation. Just barely poking its head above the upper threshold right now. That's why the bar turned green. My P&L is pretty much the same as it was maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, about a half hour ago. Same thing. See, it's going back into consolidation. Look at that. This might be that 68% line that Ensol's referring to, where everybody takes profit right there, and that's why you've got that that pullback right there. It's interesting. All right, we got 1 more minute, and I'm going to switch it back because I need to see if we get a signal here for my exit on this trade. And my P&L on this so far. There it is right there, and I'm still in the trade, and there's no signal here to get out. None yet. No signal there to get out. And no signal here, here, or here. So there's more upside to go.
this trade's about to fizzle out too. As soon as this crosses above the line, that's gonna close. All right, so nothing there. We got the signal to go long right there, and nothing there. So we'll just continue holding on to that until we actually get a signal to get out. That's really cool. Yeah, it's always really interesting to hear feedback on what people are looking at. For example, Lee saying that was selling reaction to the VWAP at the 096 level. And you know, when you get enough traders looking at those same signals, yeah, you get those type of responses in the market. It's really super interesting. It's almost like a domino effect. Everybody sees the same thing and they blow out. It's just like right here at this level. We look at the 5-minute. It's like this level right here where Ensel was saying it was a 68% retrace. You know, you had a bunch of traders just take profit, and you know, and some of them took shorts to the downside, and then you got this line right here that still hasn't been broken, and we're still in consolidation. So I'm going to leave this here because, you know, some of you guys might want to see. And now on this one here, I just came to find out that this is a VWAP level that a lot of traders are looking at. Now it just kind of rolled back again. So it's really interesting to see and to know that. Now again, if you're trading discretionarily, these areas right here are important. They're definitely important. Yeah, we're again right there, almost at the 50% mark again, just doing nothing. Up and down, up and down, up and down. This is going to be a repeat of yesterday's afternoon session where it just went sideways like this. And if you guys remember yesterday afternoon, I can't scale it back the way it was yesterday afternoon, but it smacked the white line several times. It went back up, back down, back up, back down all afternoon until it finally broke out and took off the way it wanted to. So we're seeing kind of a repeat of the same thing. Goes up, down, just Just going to take a look at something else. Definitely going sideways right now. Huh. You can see the level right here. Yep. Sideways trading, man. Dang it. I may as well just open up the session at 2 p.m. when we actually get movement, right? Like seriously. I should just trade the last 2 hours of trading and avoid 1 o'clock.
Give me just a second. All right, guys.
All right. The same roller coaster, guys, that we've been on the last several. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I had to get something to actually soothe my throat because I've been just hacking a lot during this session. I apologize, but my voice is a bit coarse today. X Game downloads, welcome to the group. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 live, and I am short. I'm sorry, short. No, I'll take that back. I'm not short. I'm long 2 contracts in the Nasdaq 100 right now. So right now, the reason you are watching this chart is because we are in an area of consolidation as represented by the white candles right here. So until we actually break out of this level, then you'll know exactly which trajectory the market may take. So for now, this chart is being displayed to keep you out of bad trades. So what you're following is the white candles. But I am long 2 contracts of the Nasdaq that I've been long forever. And so that's my position right now. And that's based off of this strategy right here and that signal right there. And you've got overnight bias as well. You got a buy signal right there. And I've got a little experimental one that's got a buy signal there. I wouldn't rely too much on this. But I've got 4 other algos here that have not fired off a closing signal to the upside as well. So there you go. Welcome to the group. The bias in the market right now is to the upside. I do not see any bias to the downside, so for that reason, I am holding my position long. That's a very interesting observation. Dang it. My throat is just really scratchy today. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, Lee has a very good point there concerning the Fibonacci's. He's got those up on a custom chart he created, and it's really interesting to see how price responds to those levels. When it hits that, such as when it hit right here, and when it hit right here as well. So, yeah, very interesting observation. Thanks for sharing, Lee. Yeah, the price I went on that long was at 15. Let me type it up. My throat is just killing me. Long at 15.048. Sorry. Yeah, my voice is kind of just trying to give up on me, and I'm trying my best not to let that happen. Yeah, but I've been just to qualify that, I've been long for a very long time since this signal opened right here. So I'm just there right now, waiting for an exit signal right here, and we'll see when that happens. All right, we got 2 more minutes for bar change, guys, and we are still at a level of consolidation. This candle is also the 2 o'clock hour, so hopefully we'll get more activity in this next hour than we did this past hour when everybody's out to lunch. And let me switch it. Boom, here we go. All right, we got a buy signal right there, so that little short is done with for you guys who like amplitude type trades. This just flagged a short signal right there. I got to get back to my algo. Nothing there yet. Nothing there in the overnight. So boom, that caught that right there, and that nailed the short right there for you guys. Short amplitude swing. Look at that. Pow, caught it there. All right, so that's what I have right now, guys. For you guys who are looking at the 4 standard algos right here. The overnight has not given me an exit signal yet. And yesterday this produced a monster winner. This has been producing extraordinary winners almost on every almost every day going back since I started. It's been a good signal so far to rely on long term. Okay. And what else? Let's see. Got another one here. Nothing here on the close for this one. Got a buy signal here, but this is a mess. This is experimental. That's why it says experiment down here, guys. I'm not taking signals from this. I'm experimenting with these two studies right now. These still have a considerable amount of work to be done to them, and I'm little by little working on them on the weekends when I have spare time. This is the main algo right now that I'm following, and we still have not received an exit signal from the trade. And we are still also in consolidation. Don't you love it? So I'll put the chart back there as well for you guys to see. Boom, there you go. Okay. Also, for you guys who are new to the group, I'll just go over this real quick, just kind of like a highlight of what we do here in the mornings. We go over the hot report and, basically the Nasdaq daily chart. I call it the hot report because it does have a hot report right here on it. As of last Thursday, institutional flow into the Nasdaq was flat. Speculative flow actually increased into the Nasdaq, which is represented by the red line right here. The long-term filter completed the exit to the downside right there. The signal to the downside absolutely nailed the dead bottom of this right here. Look at that. Right there. There's your signal, all right? And right now, my thesis is that with bond yields increasing, there's going to be and month-end rebalancing as well that a lot of these institutional firms are doing. There's going to be a shift of funds from bonds, which are viewed as a safe haven, into riskier asset types. Tech being one of those asset types. As you guys know, when interest rates, if you guys don't know this, bonds react and respond inversely to a change in interest rates. So if the Fed is pricing in, whether it's a quarter or 50 basis points as an increase in March, that will have a negative effect on bond values. So investors will move money out of bonds and into stocks respectively, and that might help fuel the rally for this month in February. As we can see here, we just had a kink in this filter right here. This filter has been extremely accurate. It caught the upside right before it happened in the Nasdaq. And whenever you get a kink like this, such as where you got here, if it does end up crossing the zero line with good support above the zero line from here and here, you might get sideways trading for the month, just the same way you got right up here. So that's to be seen this month later on. And we monitor this chart every day, and I post a copy of it on the Discord group for you guys to view and analyze on a daily basis. Okay, so the bias is long to the market. If you're a swing trader, this is what you're looking at right here, guys. This signal, okay? Supported by these filters, of course. Then we've got then we have this specific study here on the 5-minute chart, which colors the bars white whenever the market goes in a consolidation zone. And this is an indispensable study for anybody who trades discretionarily, because it'll keep you out of bad trades. When the market is doing this, you don't want to be in a trade. And this has been proven to be highly, highly accurate at keeping people out of bad trades. So this is something you're only going to see in this group. You're not going to see it anywhere else online, because I developed the study for this consolidation paint bar study that you're seeing right here. Also, then we have 4 distinct algorithms right here that are programmed with different amplitudes, and and frequencies designations that completely capture different aspects of the market, whether it's a short-term amplitude swing in the market like this one did, or much longer like these right here. All right. Then you have the overnight algo. I don't stay up overnight trading. I never trade the overnight. I only trade the cash market. But this algo fired off a signal in the overnight market, and it's designed specifically to capture the relationship between price, volatility, and a few other things that I put in there, where it gives you the long-term biased move of the market in general. And I mean, you talk about being accurate. This thing flagged the downward sell-off at 3 in the morning. Okay, guys, just let that sink in. At 3 in the morning, that's where it flagged the sell-off that happened at the open of the cash market, you know, right over here. All right, and it perfectly pinpointed the bottom of that sell-off as well, right there. So I rely on this because I'd like to see where the directional bias of the market is going during the day, as it relates to everything else that I do. Then we've got some range bars here that kind of give you a more granular view of what the market is doing, support, resistant levels, and a few other bells and whistles that I'll look at occasionally when I'm trading. You've got three, let me take this out of the way. We've got three AI driven algorithms, 1, 2, 3 right here. These two are identical, and the only difference between these two is the session time. That's it. Underneath the hood, they're exactly the same, but I am testing them for robustness, and I will make a decision in about another week as to which one of these I am going to be keeping. And then, of course, you've got, you know, this bad boy right here that has done very well for us in the last few weeks that you guys have been watching it. This algo alone, blown up, is this one right here. It caught the downward move this morning that was over 270 points to the downside. All right. So these are the type of point moves right here that this algo has potential to capture, and that's exactly the type of trade that I'm interested in taking. I'm not interested in taking a 10 or 20 point trade. I'd rather be in the trade for a long, long time, and that's it. And of course, I'm experimenting with these here as well, and these are just experimental studies that I have right now, even though this fired a buy signal right here, which is kind of interesting. And I got some for the ES. I've been just kind of kicking the can down the road on this, and still trying to figure out you know, what I'm going to do with it, but it's only for kicks and grins. And that's all I've got, guys. I hope you enjoy what you're looking at. If you like it, give the channel a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm share the channel with other people. And also subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to find out when I come live. I'm live every day, 12:30 Eastern time to 3:30 in the afternoon. So here's where we're at, and I am going to go ahead and leave it here, and actually leave it in consolidation, because we are in consolidation again. Looks like another afternoon like yesterday, when we're going to be in consolidation for a while before actually moving. So that's where we're at. That's interesting you ask about natural gas. And the reason I say that is because my neighbor, a good friend of mine, actually trades natural gas. That's all he trades. And he's really, really good at trading natural gas in the AM session. And he does have an algorithm that he created for his own account, but that's on TOS, that's on Thinkorswim, and he's got that he's got his whole process heavily guarded. He's like, I don't know how you can go on YouTube and share what you do with the world. He says, I would never do that. He's very protective of his process, but no, I haven't. The short answer is no, I have not done anything with natural gas. It's something that just piqued my interest because he does it and he does it so well, but he's also been doing it for 35 years, for a long, long time. He used to be I think he was a pit trader at one point when he was younger, and so yeah, that's his forte. But no, as far as I go, no, I haven't delved into developing anything for natural gas. It was a thought. It's been a thought, but no, I haven't done anything with it. I have been actively trading the Nasdaq futures. Gosh, let me see. Let me think. For right around, I think, 10 years now. Yeah, it's about 10 years. That's just the Nasdaq futures alone. It's about 10 years, give or take. If my memory serves me right. And my approach to trading the Nasdaq has certainly evolved over time from the tools that we were given over at the company I was working at all the way till now. It's this, the whole process has done a complete 360 for me as far as what I did then when I first started and to what I'm doing now. Yeah, I am long 2 contracts right now of the of the Nasdaq, and I got in at 15,048, and I've been long those 2 contracts forever. I got in on those, I think, like over here somewhere, and this thing's just been going sideways like this forever, not really doing much. It's just kind of whipsaw trade. Right now I'm kind of flat on my position, but yeah, I am long 2 contracts right now. You're not seeing them on the screen because the focus is on the area of consolidation that we're in right now, to avoid anyone that's looking to trade to make a bad decision of going into a trade right now at this level. So that's the reason you're not seeing P&L, the positions or anything, because I'm not on that screen. But yeah, I am long 2 contracts, and I've been long forever on those 2 contracts.
All right, quick look. All right, guys.
Yeah, natural gas would be interesting. It just takes a lot of work to create even one algorithm for one specific instrument. There's a lot of research involved and developments, and so yeah, something like that. Yeah, it would be interesting. It just would take a long time to put together, just because of the research involved. All right, so we're out of. We're trying to break below the consolidation mark right now on this. Did I miss any signals? No. No, not yet. Yeah, Ensol's loving this trade because he took the trade like right up here. It's writing it down. Really bad chop to stick it right there so you guys can see it. Right there, look at that. Take a quick peek at P&L. That's where I'm at on that trade. It's just whipsawing me right there. Up and down, up and down. We'll come back to that once it does what it does and gets closer to giving me a signal to get out. This is nasty. Nasty right here. Look at that. Chop, chop, chop. This is a replay from yesterday afternoon. If you remember, we were in this position all the way. And you know what? If you can't remember, I'll show you right now. Here we go. Look at this. This is yesterday's sideways action, guys, and it commenced right about 12:10 in the afternoon. So from 12:10 in the afternoon, this thing just went sideways all the way to 1500, 3 p.m. Then it finally broke and it went up the rest of the afternoon, right? But if you guys remember, this kind of looks the same way today, right? Same thing. Right there. Look at that.
Yep, every afternoon, consolidation. It's like watching paint dry. I know this is boring to watch, guys, but you have to watch these areas very, 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 very carefully right here. Super, super carefully. Yep, that's right. Yep, shakeout time. All right, we got 5 more minutes, and we get bar change on this. Ah, yuck. Just broke out a consolidation to the downside. It's right at the cusp. It's right at that line right there. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Boy. The market is losing its fizzle to the upside. I've got another study up here that is showing me that right now. So any signal I get, I am out of this long position. So good thing is I'm kind of flat on it right now. Two more minutes. Just want to see what's going to happen here, and see if I take any exits off this bad boy. It's my position, guys, right there. It's just been bouncing around up and down, really doing nothing this whole time. Here we go. All right. Didn't I get a signal here? No signal here. No signal there. No signal here either. Wow. Okay. And I got a signal right here on this one. Look at that. Let me check the other overnight. No signal there either. But you know what? This trade to me is kind of fizzling out right now. It does look like it wants to fizzle out, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and if I'm right, great. But I'm going to take profits on this, guys. It's not going to be as much as I had hoped for, but I am out. See ya. Shoot.
Trade.
There we go. Finally got me out. I'm out of that position. Done. Over. I will go ahead and re-enter again once I get a signal off of this, whenever it gives me the signal. But for right now, I feel better just being out of that position and not being in sideways chop. Done. Not a lot of money, but it's a lot better than a loss. And right now, from what I'm looking at, is we are seeing a change in the bias in the market right now. Not only the overnight capture, the change in the bias in the market right there, but I also have the signal in the 15-minute. Did I have one here? No, I didn't have one here. There's one right here that told you to go short 2 bars ago. But the signal in the 15-minute here has not fired off yet. Not yet. But we are in sideways action, and I just wanted to take risk off the table for that reason. And you got 2 short signals right here as well. One right here. Another one right here, which was making me feel rather uncomfortable as well, to be honest. Right here. So if I'm wrong on this trade, hey, I'm wrong, but I did not want to keep risk on the table just given some of the other charts that I'm looking at right now.
Okay, give me just a second.
So we'll see if that's right.
I already looked at all the
Got a
strategies.
short there.
No new entries or exits.
I will keep this up so you guys can see where it takes the signal. And as soon as it does, I will take a short. This looks like it is trying to break out above the threshold right there. You can see that right there. Got out early. Watch it rip all the way here. Right? There you go. Look at that. I try to follow one specific signal, and then I take my cues off. There are a couple of other charts where if bias has completely changed in the market, then the market's likely to probably go in that direction. So I'm very sensitive to that, especially this overnight right here. And the reason why is because this has been very accurate in the past. So I probably got out too early on that bar, but that's fine. So when I get a signal on the overnight that there's been a change in bias in the market, and I've got another chart you can't see right above it that also signals that there is an imminent change in directional bias, then I may override the strategy and just get out at that point in time. But the strategy is still going right here, and I'll leave it up for you guys to see because we are out of consolidation as to when exactly it exits the trade right there. All right. No, I don't take any trades in the pre-market, and I normally wait a little bit after the market opens, generally 15 minutes, to see how the first 15 minutes shake out, and to see what type of volatility there is in the market before I take any trades. And the reason why I do that is because if you notice here on this candle, this was the this was right at 9:30. And then it appeared it was going down, came down again at 10, and then boom, you've got this candle that if you would have taken this trade right here, you would have been easily stopped out right here with this candle. So sometimes, waiting 15 minutes or even a half hour pencils out really good because then at least you have all the volatility that occurs in the first three candles completely out of the way, and you can go ahead and then it's, take the trade in the direction that you had hoped for initially. But once the volatility is out of the way, this way you don't get shaken out completely as you would in this candle right here, and or stopped out. And that's never good. So yeah, I normally wait 15 minutes, sometimes even a half hour, depending on the day, depending on what I see here at the open. But I do not trade the open, and I do not trade the pre-market either. Hey, good for you, Marcelo. If you're making money, man, that's really what matters, But if you're taking opposite sides, for example, if you're short and you take a long on this, you're just going to get crushed. You know, I had a reason why I took this trade off, and I support the reasons based off my the studies I have on my screen. So if you took a trade here and went down, to the downside, and you think this is a trade, that's not a trade. This is laughable, to be honest with you. No, the algorithm took the trade right here. You see that? That's the signal that the algorithm itself fires off right there. This is the algo right here. So the algo flagged that trade long before the market opened at 8:15 in the morning. That's what you're seeing. This is the signal generated by the algo right here. You won't see trades that I place on this chart because this is a continuous contract of the Nasdaq, and TradeStation doesn't let you print trades on the continuous contract, only on the front month contract. So when I post P&L, if you notice on the upper left hand side right there, you'll see that it's the continuous contract. That's the only one that actually prints the trades that have been taken. So this trade right here is what's generated by the algorithm itself. So this flagged the trade long before the market opened. Yeah. But that's the wonderful thing about that. Even though it flagged it before the market opens, when you're at your desk, you're watching this, it doesn't mean that you have to take the trade, because it flagged it at 8 in the morning, even though it's going okay. That if you took a trade here, you're going to get chopped up, completely chopped up. So you wait, and you can still take a trade right here, write it all the way down, and still make very good money. So, and here you are, guys. This happened to me, I think, maybe a couple weeks ago. Took a trade, got out, and then guess what happened? Just went right in the direction it was supposed to right there. Don't you just love the Nasdaq 100, right? Yep, it happens. So here you go, right there. But this trade to the upside, I think it's about to fizzle out, and I would love to take a short position on this if it sets up that way right now. Okay, we got 4 minutes for bar change, and here's where we're at right now on this. Just completely broke out of consolidation, and that's where we're at on the 5 minute. Nice push to the upside. I missed it. My fault. I got out early, and my my impatience probably got the best of me. But you know what? I can see that I can see on my screen here that we are, losing that upside momentum a little bit, and I was probably a little too premature in taking this trade off, but it's okay. So right now we are waiting for the exit signal on this long trade that the algo flagged back at 11:30 in the morning, and I got out of this trade one bar probably prematurely. Who knows how many bars this thing has left, and that's what we're looking for. We are looking for a exit position there because I've got this signal right here, and this has been really super accurate the last several weeks as far as tracking directional bias in the market. And we'll see if it's accurate with this signal, right? And let me just switch this over right here. There, you got one signal right here. Boom, right there to the downside. This still has a little bit more puff to the upside to go before it actually fizzles out. It's actually the crossing plus one bar, and then it'll fizzle out from this trade. Let's see what happened over here. Short right there. Nothing here. Wow. Okay, so nothing here on this one. Nothing there, but there's nothing there anyway. Nothing here on this. Amazing. Yeah, I'd be very careful taking a short trade on that. Still short right here on these two. This was really creating a lot of discomfort for me. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going to continue that long trade. So this trade's about to fizzle out on the next bar as soon as it crosses up. It already crossed. It's just one more bar and it'll close off. It'll probably be a scratch unless it comes down. This has a little bit more to the downside according to the filter right here. It's got the cross plus one bar. Just remember. And nothing here yet. I think this trade's probably a little bit premature given where the filter is right here. I'd be very careful taking a short right now. No shorts right now.
So here on the other side,
All right, I'm gonna wait just a little bit to take that short position. I'm not entirely convinced that this is the right short to take, not based on where this filter is. Ah, dang it. TradeStation is so sensitive sometimes. Wow. Yeah. And you had phase shift right there too. Boom. Yeah. Let's wait up. And that's got to come down, cross the line, and then it'll finally close off that trade right there. Wow, this filter caught that trade really, really, really good. Pow. Boom. And there you go. There's likely going to be more upside on this, guys, on this bar, on these bars going up until this crosses here. My position on this is that if you're late to the trade, if you're late to the party, stay out. No late trades, no puffs. Clearly late on this trade right here already by 3 bars. And so my position is not to get into the trade when I'm late to the trade to try to get a puff. That's just not my style of trading.
Can you give me some updates on the Qs on the Nasdaq? Any Q?
Oh, you know what? It ran up. Where's the Q trading at right now? Sorry. I almost forgot to tell you.
The QQQ are trading 368. It's going good.
Good?
Yeah. I'm just asking because of the other one here, the SDAO, you know. But you said for me, don't worry. So the Qs are going still here.
I see green skies right now on the Qs.
Okay.
So it might be a little bit more of a run up on this.
All right.
And then you could exit the position over there on that. Jeez, my throat is just really killing me.
So we still stay.
Yeah. There's a whole region of like a bunch of noise, consolidation, and you know. Yeah, let's see how that looks like on the 1 minute chart. You're kind of way up here at the very top of the range right now on the 1 minute candles. Did I take a look at this here? Oh, no, not yet. Yep. Yep, you see it right here. Run up, and this is going sideways. It's just fizzling out. That's what this minute chart does. It's just hit the top of the range right there. From the bottom, boom, to the top.
Guys, just quickly update it. No changes. Right. So we have 179.
Put the mark at 840. You only have one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll make it 840 and confirm it at 840 and sell it. Yeah, look, if you notice this filter right here, this came all the way up right there. It's about to fizzle out. Look at that. Right there. It's just about to fizzle out. Boom. And go down. Right there. Yep. 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 It is chop. A lot of chop. All right, we got 2 minutes for bar change. And we're trying to see if we get a signal to the exit on this. We did get a signal here, which in combination with the two AI algos did create some discomfort in me, and that's the reason I took the trade off. In addition, there's an additional chart on the left screen that you can't see that's showing me that the trade is already fizzling out on a longer time frame, so to the upside. And in combination with that, guys, and the fact that we had been in chop zone forever, I took that trade off, and I should have waited one more bar. But hey, hindsight's always 20/20, right? It's okay. No win, no loss. I actually made some money on that, and so now I am looking to take a short on this if the opportunity sets itself up right now. So that's what I'm looking at right now. This is not going to give you a signal until 2 more bars. So I'm just going to reduce this and have it there. Got a signal here, and this has been spot on accurate. Boom, look at that. Pow. Spot on. Let's see what happens right now at 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. New bar. And I do not have an exit signal yet on this. Wow. Wow. All right. All right, you know what? I will take a directional trade on this, even though I'm not completely out of this. Based off of this signal right here. So I will take a true contract short.
Trade.
Done. And I'm in. That's it. This is fizzling out right here. This kinked. So we'll see. I know, huh? I'm late to the party on that. You've been short forever. But you're right back at the same level that you got short. You're pretty much right there at the same level where you got short a little while ago. So you took that short right around there. It came down, chopped you up, came down, went up. Now it's back at the same level. Right there. Boom. That's how it is, man. You know? That's how it is. This here has not closed out the short yet. It still has a little bit more puff left to go on that short. And
I got a decent short here in the overnight. One signal, one bar probably early. And I took the short base on this.
Closed.
Yeah? 840?
840.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Congratulations on that trade. Marcia just got out of her QQQs. She sold the
Calls.
call options for the front month at what strike price?
Strike price was 372.
At the 372 strike. She's out of that trade. So I'm going to put this here so you guys can see wherever it takes the signal to get out. You guys can watch that.
So when
Yeah, she does. She does it every 15 minutes. Did you do the call out right now when you close that trade?
I'll do. I was waiting for you to finish before I can mention that.
She was actually waiting for me to shut up and stop talking. All right. Go ahead and do that, Mars, on your side, because you got to let your people know that you are out of the queues completely.
All right. And here we have the SPY. I'm still waiting for the signal to go long on this SPY. Let's see what happened. And here we have
All right, guys, we are just here waiting for this trade. See what happens. Yeah, a few of you guys have asked me about the delay on YouTube between the time I place my trades and the time you guys actually get the signal. It's about 20 to 22 seconds. That's a latency issue on YouTube side, even though we have the stream set at ultra low latency. There's no way to get rid of the latency in the transmission of the stream unless I use WebEx. And until my channel actually grows to where there's enough people in the group to warrant the cost of using WebEx, then at that point in time, I'll switch over to WebEx. But for now, I want to keep this entirely free to everyone who enjoys trading the Nasdaq. And the only way to do that is to stream it on YouTube right now. Yeah, latency sucks. Nobody wants to get a delayed signal that's 20 to 22 seconds delayed, but it is what it is for now, guys. It's the best platform I have found to stream this. Discord or anybody else, it just doesn't work on there as good as it does here on YouTube. So until the channel grows, then I'll switch it to another hosting provider like WebEx and do the live streams there. But that's still like months down the road. I'm still a small fry in this big pond of of day traders who are out there, broadcasting their streams of what they do. I've only been doing this. This is my third week. Friday will actually be my third full week, and I'm still getting used to this. I'm in the learning curve process of how all this works. So, do apologize for the delay, but it's on YouTube side, not mine. You guys want to see that 1 minute again? See where this is trading at? It's right there. Look at that. This looks like it's going to roll down right now. Maybe. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in at, I posted it right here on the chat group. I shorted 2, right above at 15.078. So I'm in that trade right now. I'm just sitting here watching it play out. And I took it based on this signal right here. All right, we have 2 more minutes for bar change, and I am looking to see how this plays out here in terms of giving us a closing signal. Interesting. I had no idea that fuzz was even a thing, so that's new to me. Can you grab me some water? Please.
Okay, we just got bar change, guys, and no signal here. None. Zero. Nada. Still there. Still there. And still there, right there. And you finally got the short signal on this one right here. This amplitude trade, Algo has been working really, really good today. It's caught every single trade perfectly if you like these short-term type trades. And it just gave you the signal to the short right there. Look. There you go. It's only had one bad trade today. And we are in consolidation again, guys, just in case you want to know. Boom, right there. Last couple bars, three bars actually, we've been in consolidation right there, just kind of rolling sideways. Chop, chop, again. This looks like it's going to be a loser right here. Short position right here. It's going to be a loser. And again, this one's proving to be the most robust one between the two. Right there. Thank you. This trade's not going good. Not going good for me. It's going good for this, but not in that short I took. You know what? Be careful. Out of consolidation. Yeah, this is not going to work out for me as far as this trade goes right here. It's almost going to hit my stop loss, and you know, I'm not going to be a happy camper with it. So. Yeah, ouch. Yeah. All right, I'm getting out of this trade. I just think it went against me. So hasta la vista. Goodbye. $2,800. Fuck. All right. Take a breather. 1, 2. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. See what that is. Let's see where that is right there. Take this thing out. 2,300. Huh. Interesting. I haven't taken off that trade yet, but I am watching this closely right now. Very, very closely. Let's take a look at something here. I'm going to wait before taking that off. Just a little more. I suspect this is noise. That's why I didn't pull the trigger to take it off.
back in consolidation again after just spiking up a little bit right there. Look at that. Boom. Let's give it 5 more minutes for bar change, and I will make a decision as to what to do. Okay, 3 more minutes for bar change, and I'm still holding on to the short position that I was looking to let go of right now. Came off the highs, real nice. But yes, I'm going to wait for bar change before deciding what to do with this. It looks like it's coming down again. Ah, nice. Nice. Nice, nice. Let it come down, baby. And we're in consolidation zone again. And wow, my P&L came down from like negative $2,000 all the way to 460 bucks right there. Whew, that was a close call. Dang, that was a real close call. We got 1 more minute for bar change on this. And let me flip it over here because this is what I am interested in seeing if we're going to get a signal change or not. And this will maybe determine if I exit the trade based on what I'm looking at on some of the other charts I have right now.
So guys, and there you So,
All right, no signals here, guys, right now. None,
yeah, we are
zero.
about to finish for the day.
No signals here
And
as
see
well.
you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in.
Still, you have a short signal right there, and
You guys have a good night.
you have no signal right there. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. I do want to take risk off the table. I am going to take this position off for a small loser for the day. I'm just like done with this today, guys. I've had a great morning already, and that's hasta la vista. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, we're in consolidation again right there. That nasty ass consolidation zone right there. And it's coming down. So I'm going to look at this carefully right now, exit my trade, and I'll be done for the day. I'm going to watch this 1 minute as I do that. All right, here's my chance to get out, and hasta la vista with this bad boy right here. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going down. All right, I'm out of there, guys. See ya. That was it for me today. Had $1,000 loser, about maybe $13.50 on this last one, but that's it. I'm done. 3:30 in the afternoon. I do not like trading after 3:30, and we are also in consolidation, which means the market's just going to go sideways this afternoon. Whatever it does, it's just going to be chop, chop, chop. I do not like trading in this chop zone right here, and we were in chop zone for a long time today before it ran up. Shouldn't have sold my long, but I did. Hindsight's 2020. Took a little loser on that short I took. The short I took based on this signal right here. The signal went sideways. Now it's just kind of trending up a little bit. My comfort level is not there. So I'd rather end the session on a positive note since I was in the early trades this morning, and start fresh again tomorrow where the market will provide more opportunity for us to trade. So as of now, Algo 3 has not yet closed out that buy position. So if you guys are long that buy position that I took like way down here, and got out like here somewhere, you guys are probably making very good money, and I applaud you for that. But there you are right there, okay, on that trade. Tomorrow will be another fantastic day. We'll get together, we'll make money, and hopefully tomorrow will be another exciting day in the Nasdaq 100 futures. So until then, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys made profits today on any one of these trades, and we'll see each other again tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Time. Thanks again, guys. Have a good evening.